If you've watched a short-form video in the last 4 years, I can say this with near certainty. You've watched something made on CapCut. Not because you chose it, not because you knew it, because CapCut quietly became the backbone of an entire generation of creators by giving everyone the most powerful free mobile editor ever built. But here's what nobody told you at the start. That free model was a deliberate strategy. ByteDance used it to capture the market completely before changing the rules. And when they changed the rules, they didn't just take your money. They took your features, they threatened your content, and then the government almost took the entire app overnight. This is how CapCut turned the creator economy into its hostage, and why millions are still paying the ransom in 2026. April 2020. TikTok is exploding. Reels are launching. The creator economy is about to go mainstream. Except making great videos still required real skill or real money. Then CapCut arrived, designed from the ground up to make video editing accessible to beginners, packed with stickers, soundtracks, and special effects that anyone could drop into their videos instantly. The growth was violent. In 2021 alone, CapCut saw a 230% year-over-year download increase, making it the fastest-growing app on the entire planet, with Telegram in distant second at just 29%. At its peak, CapCut had over 300 million monthly active users and commanded 81% of all mobile video editing. 81%. That's not market leadership. That's a monopoly wearing a friendly face. And the reason creators loved it wasn't complicated. No subscription, clean exports, trending templates, so tightly integrated with TikTok that viral content had a pipeline straight to the For You page. It felt like ByteDance had built creators a gift. That was exactly the point. Like and subscribe, because understanding how free products really make money is one of the most valuable skills on the internet. Nobody asked how CapCut was free. That's always the first mistake. In 2023, the shift began quietly. CapCut introduced a pro subscription, originally framed as extra effects and bonus options. But by 2024, CapCut started moving core features behind that wall. First effects. Then in August 2024, motion blur and smooth slow motion became pro only. By the end of 2024, auto captions, loudness adjustment, and stabilization had all disappeared behind the paywall. Auto captions, the feature every creator depended on for every single upload. Gone without warning, without a grace period. Now here's where the script has to be accurate, because this is where a lot of outrage online got exaggerated, and smart viewers will notice. CapCut didn't watermark everything. The free tier still allows 1080p export and basic editing without a watermark on your own footage. The watermark only appears when you use templates or effects marked with a pro badge, and after the 2025 restructure, significantly more content got that label than before. There's also a branded end card that gets added to exports, but you can tap and delete it before saving. The problem is that the templates driving virality, the trending effects, the AI tools creators actually want, those are exactly what got locked. So the free tier still technically exists, but use pro templates or certain effects, and that watermark gets baked into your video permanently. You can't remove it without upgrading. That's the real trap. Not everything is watermarked, but everything worth using gets watermarked. And then there's the cloud. Free cloud storage, which let creators sync projects across devices, was killed in August 2024, making cross-device editing a functional requirement for a paid subscription. Creators who had recommended CapCut as free and powerful felt misled. Entire workflows built around the app started collapsing. This is the classic playbook. Give it away, build dependency, then selectively charge for the parts that made it worth using. And the price? CapCut's 2025 restructure pushed the full pro plan to $19.99 a month, and subscribing through the App Store rather than directly through CapCut's website adds another $1 to $3 a month in platform commission fees passed directly to users. You weren't paying for new features. You were paying to get back what you had for nothing. By January 2025, the CapCut story stopped being about paywalls and started being about geopolitics. On January 18, 2025, CapCut was banned in the United States alongside TikTok and all other ByteDance apps under the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act. Gone overnight, from both app stores, projects in the cloud inaccessible, subscriptions still charging, refunds not guaranteed. Based on what happened, existing subscribers received no automatic refunds. ByteDance gave no timeline and no guarantee to users who were mid-subscription when the app went dark. It lasted days. On January 20, Trump's executive order postponed enforcement for 75 days and CapCut was reinstated. But the damage wasn't to the app, it was to the trust. Creators had just watched their entire editing workflow vanish overnight because of a geopolitical negotiation they had no part in, no warning about, and no power over. As of 2026, the underlying law hasn't gone away. Peer-to-peer is still on the books. Whether CapCut faces another ban depends entirely on ongoing negotiations between the US government and ByteDance. The app works until it doesn't, and the last time, creators got about 24 hours notice. Studies show that if you like and subscribe, you may become smarter, or at least better at not building your livelihood on a platform a government can switch off while you sleep. You'd think the paywalls and the ban scare were enough of a betrayal. Then came June 12, 2025. CapCut updated its terms of service, and buried inside was something that made the paywall look minor, because this time, it wasn't just your money on the table, it was your content. The updated terms included a perpetual, worldwide, royalty-free, irrevocable license for CapCut to use, edit, distribute, and exploit any content uploaded by users regardless of whether that content was ever published, or merely stored privately inside the app. Private drafts, unfinished projects, client footage sitting in the cloud. The terms also grant CapCut the right to use biometric features, including facial recognition and voice patterns for any commercial purpose. Your face, your voice, available to ByteDance, indefinitely, even after you delete your account. CapCut pushed back. The company said the June update was minor and that the existing permissions only cover basic rights needed to run the service, like enabling template sharing and content reposting. But independent legal experts read the actual text differently. Their conclusion: any video, audio, image, or design uploaded to CapCut could legally be used by ByteDance in advertising, AI training, and media without notifying the creator or compensating them. The tool you use to make your content could now use your content to make ByteDance money. That's where annoying app with paywalls became something genuinely predatory. So if it's this bad, why haven't more creators left? Because leaving is expensive in time. 3 pain points dominate the conversation: availability uncertainty, cost creep, and content control. But switching means rebuilding entire workflows, templates, presets, muscle memory from scratch. The alternatives haven't caught up. Instagram launched edits in April 2025 as its direct answer, free, watermark-free, with green screen and AI tools. But early reviews are harsh. Experienced creators called it a massive disappointment, with core functionality nowhere near ready for prime time. CapCut is still the most capable tool in the space, and that's not luck, it's engineering. ByteDance built your dependency first. Paywalls came after. The terms of service expansion came after that. The switching cost was built deliberately before the extraction began. You didn't stumble into a trap. You were walked into it. Free feature by free feature. Trending template by trending template. CapCut is no longer the disruptor trying to gain users. It's an established leader focused on profitability, and the people paying the price are the exact creators who made it powerful in the first place. The tool that democratized short-form video quietly turned its creators into the product. And in 2026, millions are still paying in subscription fees, surrendered content rights, and geopolitical anxiety, because ByteDance calculated that the switching cost would be too high before they ever started charging. They were right. Drop in the comments the moment CapCut lost you: the paywall, the pro badge on a template you used for free last month, the ban scare, the terms of service, whatever it was. And subscribe for more creator economy stories and the breakdowns big companies hope you never connect.